Hey guys, welcome back again to Dave's Dimension. Welcome back again for another video. Welcome back to the channel where chaos and insanity will always reign supreme. So we're back again for another video. This time around we're talking, well, Ghostbusters. You guys know I'm a big Ghostbuster fan. Even been doing some craziness. And, well, lo and behold, recently Hasbro announced that they were doing a full-scale Proton Pack. Let's go take a look at that right now, guys. Now, this is the Proton Pack. Okay? This, we got the Haslab pack right here. As you can see, I'm right on Hasbro's Pulse website. Very cool stitching. Now, they announced this pack. Now, this pack is a companion piece with the Spangler Neutrona wand. That's something that they came out about 1.5 years ago. Well, we've got some new updates, guys. Not only within 1 week, they've hit goal. Right here, you can see target was 7,000. We're at 7,146 backers. Okay, now this is going to go on until I believe as you can see here, you'll be charged on the 13th, which means the cutoff is December 12th, if I'm correct. Right here, backers at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on December 12th of 2021. Now, you guys, if you want, you can check out the video I did covering the overview and the unveiling of this when it was first announced. I'm going to have a link in the video description below. But since they hit the 1,000 goal, they announced the next, or the 7,000 goal, sorry. They announced that the next, there's a stretch, they're going to have a series of stretch goals. The stretch goal at 9,000, that's just 2,000 more. What you're going to get is this. We get a detachable hose, but this is in the theme of Ghostbusters Afterlife because the pack itself is Ghostbuster Afterlife themed. Obviously, we can see all the worn weathering here. All the extra little attachments here, wirings, transistors, everything you could possibly imagine. So, they're giving us a hose to connect the wands with the pack. But that's not all, guys. What do you mean that's not all, Dave? Well, let me tell you. This is, if you look close enough, I'm going to see if I can... there we go. Let's do that. Now let me open that up. Bring this right here. If we look close enough here, guys, let's get right in there. What are those? Those are connectors, guys. That's right. We have electronics in here. So there's going to be basically a wiring harness right in there. So this will connect right into the pack, which means the pack is going to power the wands. How awesome is that? And we can see right here, nice little compartment electronics. They're actually going to sync up with the wands. So it's going to be interesting to see how much more control we're going to have with the wands. Because the wand, right now, the wand itself, when we have it, you turn it on. There's a certain sequence. You have to hit the switches to turn it on. Safety precaution. Okay? Now, after a couple minutes, it times itself out. Will the pack time itself out? Or will the pack keep running? We don't know. Now, with the wand synced up with the pack, will that keep the wand running? We don't know. Now, it could just be an energy saver feature that it kicks off to conserve power in your batteries. That could be something. But when it connects with the pack, this is just my own speculation. I have no information about this, no insider information. But maybe the pack allows the wand to keep running. We don't know. It might still have that safety feature that it kicks off. That's something we'll find out in 2023 now, won't we? But the fact that we have this harness here, that will completely sync up the pack through the loom to the wands, blows us away. Now, not only that, guys, not only do we get the wand, well, we don't get the wand, you got to buy the wand sold separately. Some assembly required. We got to get the loom to connect to that. That's great and all. But guess what else they give us here, guys? We got some metal brushed decals right here. Okay? Let me see if I can open this up in a new tab. Let's just do it that way. We'll open it up and I'll do what I did with the last one. What do we have here, guys? We get some metallic decals. Now, these are basically, this is going to allow you to do something a little different. Okay? These decals right here, these are all 1984 G1 style, Ghostbusters 1 style decals, okay? Now, I believe these are metal. So they're going to be, if you're a Ghostbuster fan, you're familiar with Mac Factory's labels. I think they're going to be akin to something like that, where it's going to be aluminum with the decal pretty much pressed on it. Now, if that's the case, what does that allow you to do? Well, it allows you to take those nice, clean, smooth, fantastic looking decals and place them over the weathered ones. So you can make the pack look a little bit more 1984 style Ghostbusters, but we're obviously going to still have differences here. This pack looks heavily weathered. There's extras on here that you would not normally see, like right here by the clipper valve, where you have all these extra wiring here. This loom. Now this ribbon is 1984 accurate, so that would make sense. But there's a lot of heavy weathering. We have also all these little extra parts here. Now the question is, will some of those detach? I don't think they would. That doesn't make sense to me. Now, will one of the stretch goals maybe be some extra accessories? Like, does this come off and can we have a stock, more of a 1984 looking clip art? I don't think that they'll go that far. I could be completely wrong, guys. I could be wrong as hell. Now, the 1984 pack, if we do a side by side, and I'm going to do that. I'm going to pull up a 1984 Ghostbusters pack right now. 1984 Ghostbusters Proton Pack. Okay, so we're going to go to images. Here we go. Bob's your uncle. Okay, here we go. So that looks like one of the screen used Proton Packs. Let me see, can I get a picture of that? Can I enlarge this? No, I can't. Bear with me, guys. But can I get that right there? Okay, so that's probably going to be the best I can do now. This is the 1984 pack. This is a scene when they go to the Sedgwick Hotel for their first job. One, we have a gray knob instead of a black knob. Black knob was used in part 2. This looks like the ribbon cable, but everything else looks too shiny and too brand new and too glossy. The current pack does not look like that, guys. So it's big difference. Not too much. Now we do know that inside the pack there are some toggle switches. Namely these two bad boys right here. It's believed that one of those switches will allow you to go into a 1984 sound effects. So that's going to be pretty interesting. We have no idea what that's going to be like, but this is damn exciting, guys. Within 1 week, under a week, we hit 7,000. Just wait until Ghostbusters Afterlife, which comes out the 19th of this month, hits. I'm sure even more people are going to want to jump on these. Do I think we're going to have a problem hitting those stretch goals? Not one damn bit, guys. Not one damn bit. Now, they did also announce a few other things here, guys. Now, they released these extra facts today. Fact 1, the Proton Pack we are making is really 1.1. That's 1-to-1 scale, so an exact proper movie prop scale. It's not like the Spirits, which are 80 to 85%. It's not 90%, it's 100%. Yes, really to the movie. Second, the Proton Pack has been designed by our awesome product designers and engineers to be compatible with the Alice System LC-1 field pack frame and includes hardware connections. Now, those who are the uninitiated, if you haven't fully suited up in a traditional Proton Pack, there are what we call Alice frames on them, okay? If you ever notice when the guys put the Proton Packs on, they have these big, like, kind of olive straps that go on, and they have these belt buckles that snap the pack on. And there's a metal frame that they're actually mounted on, the straps, that is, that are actually mounted to the back of the Proton Pack. Well, that is an Alice frame. An Alice frame is, if you're not familiar with it, an Alice frame is, anyone who's in the military knows what an Alice frame is. The big, large packs that they wear for their gear, for not necessarily their duffels, but whenever they cram all their gear into the packs, it's very similar to anyone who's ever gone backpacking, camping. You have those metal frames because the large canvas bag that you have affixed to those frames are going to be heavy. Well, it keeps everything upright and evenly balanced. An Alice frame is pretty much that. An Alice frame is basically, they were military frames. So just like if you saw the original Ghostbusters movie, and I can't imagine anyone who hasn't, if you notice, there's a lot of military gear that is used. And obviously, Egon, Ray, and Peter, when they grabbed the gear, they had to stretch their money as much as they possibly could. So obviously they went to an Army Navy surplus store for all their gear. 1, their uniforms are flight suits, for 1. Okay? 2, they wear Vietnam era combat boots. If you go back to GB1, those are basically your basic black polished military boots that you would have got at AMVETS that was commonly used in Vietnam. Okay? 3, the belts that they wear around when they're not wearing the Proton Packs, they're wearing belts that have the PKE, their belt gizmo, all their other accessories. Those are basically pistol belts, canvas pistol belts that just simply snap on, click, which is commonly used in the military, whether you're Army, Marines, Navy. It was used all over all the military branches. Okay, so there's that, and of course the Proton Packs themselves. The harness is, like I said, it's an Alice frame. So they obviously they stretched their bucks as much as they possibly could. And even the Ecto goggles are basically slightly modified infrared night vision goggles. That ray modified. Okay? So obviously they're heavy with the military gear. Now, let me go back to the screen right here. Now, you can see right here, they have the faux or fake Alice frame style straps right here, and the waistband right here. And this is more of a modern style waist strap. We wouldn't see this in Ghostbusters 1 or 2, but it'll be interesting to see if we see that in Ghostbusters 3, Ghostbusters Afterlife, that is. But if you get a modern day Alice frame, most commonly Rothco brand, you would see this kind of belt right on it. On the Proton Packs that I have, that's exactly what I have myself. Okay? Because that's just a common strap buckle style that they have. Now, these look a little bit wider, which is not necessarily a bad thing. It's going to be interesting to see if these are much more padded. But if you notice, going down the middle here, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and obviously there's some we're seeing coverings here, but I imagine that there's a post here and a post here for mounting. Now, this would allow you to go right down the center of the Alice frame. Okay. And then down here, usually you have an empty space here and an empty space here. 2 rectangular, almost rectangular side-by-side spaces where you can bolt other brackets and hardware to. So they're including extra hardware on here too. See, LC one frame, LC field pack frame, and includes connection hardware. The connection hardware, usually we see aluminum tube. A bolt and some washers that go through it. It's going to be interesting to see what they include as hardware. So it's going to be interesting. I mean, a lot of us, when we do that stuff, we're actually including, basically, we're using basically a hardware store. Here is my Spirit Proton Pack, and I have an Alice frame right on here. Now, of course, it's been beat up a little bit. Okay. But this is basically it. These are the straps that come with the Alice frame. They're actually mounted on here. I took some foam, actually a pool noodle, and I zip tied it. That's how I have it affixed here. But this is, just to show you, this is the Alice frame right here, guys. Very much like what they have. Mine's been weathered a little bit. But this is the Alice frame mounted to the pack. Now, if you notice, if you can see on the side here, guys, I don't know how well it's going to come across. You can see that there's it looks like a little silver tube. Well, that's what I have here. I have a bolt that goes all the way through. Right there. Goes all the way through to the motherboard, which is the black board right here. And if you can see, I have decal right here. This is the kind of decal that we'll see with that stretch goal. So, just to show you guys, this is just a Spirit pack. Now, this is an 80% scale pack. Alice frame does pretty well with it right there. Okay. And this is the Spangler one I was talking about that will connect right to it. So there we are. Stretch goal achieved. Well, we're going to achieve that stretch goal. Yours truly has yet. I have yet to back it. That's not because I don't want to. I really do. I'm moving finances around. Those who know me know I'm a big I love cosplay. I can't say I'm big into cosplay because I've only done a few. My Back to the Future Proton Pack is being sacrificed for this. That's right. My first prop ever. I'm in the final stages of finalizing the deal, but I have a buyer for the Flux Pack. I'm saying goodbye to my Back to the Future Flux Pack so I can fund the Haslab Pack. Some of you might look at me a little sideways, like, "Hey, Dave, how could you do that?" I kind of have to. I can't pass this. I mean, we're getting a full, a 1-to-1 scale Proton Pack, movie accurate, for $400. My Bennett Kent probably costs 3 times that. I can't pass it up. And plus, you know, even if I do hang up my Ghostbusting boots, it's going to be a hell of a display. And the person I'm selling it to, selling my Flux Pack to, he is a big Back to the Future, big Ghostbuster fan. Knight Rider, just about anything and everything. This guy is a tremendous collector. It's going to a good home. It's going to a good home. I can't complain. So there we are, guys. It's just a quick little Haslab update about the Spangler Proton Pack. And there we are, guys. I just want to do a quick video. I know a lot of people are posting videos about this. I wanted to get my thoughts and my opinions out there. I'm stoked. This is something I was hoping would happen, and it's happening now. I'm blown away. Remember, we all have up until December 12th. Now, in case you're not familiar with Haslab, just because they reached their goal doesn't mean they're not going to be, that you're out of it. You have up until the time that they close their Haslab orders, which is December 12th at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You have up until then to place your order. As long as you place your order before then, you're going to be guaranteed to get your pack. So right now, I know people who've bought 3 or 4, even 5. If you get the finances, go for it. Awesome. You're not going to be disappointed. People are going to be wanting these packs for years to come. I wish I could be one of those people to buy multiples, but I'm trying to secure some funds. Trying to secure my funds so I can order the one, because it's also the holidays coming up, guys. I'm trying to be mindful. You know, it's, as collectors, these things are tremendous. They're awesome. They're great. They're fun. They get you excited. But you know what? You also got to think about your bills. You got to think about your family. You got to think about everyday needs first, too. So you got to find a nice balance. It's great to pull that trigger, but you want to be able to, you know, stand by and still be comfortable until you get it. So there you are, guys. So until next time, guys, this is Dave from Dave's Dimension saying keep on busting. And guess what, guys? I will always catch you on the flip side. Take care.